The enigma above, look up, what do you see? A pristine blue canvas, or a sky crisscrossed with lingering white lines? These wispy trails, often persisting for hours, have become a source of fascination and fear. Are they merely contrails, innocent byproducts of aviation, or do they hint at something more deliberate, a secret operation unfolding above our heads? Could these be chemtrails, evidence of a hidden agenda with potentially dire consequences? The idea seems like something from a science fiction thriller. A clandestine program shrouded in secrecy manipulating our atmosphere for nefarious purposes. Proponents of the chemtrail conspiracy theory believe these trails are deliberately laced with harmful chemicals. They point to their unusual persistence, often spreading out to form milky sheets that obscure the sun. But is this fear justified? Is there a more plausible explanation for these aerial phenomena? The answer, as with many things, lies in understanding the science behind what we see. Before we jump to conclusions about shadowy conspiracies, we need to examine the evidence through a critical, informed lens. Whispers in the wind, the chemtrail conspiracy. The chemtrail theory, like many conspiracy theories, thrives on a potent mix of fear, distrust, and misinformation. It alleges that governments or powerful entities are using aircraft to release chemicals into the atmosphere. The supposed motives vary, ranging from weather manipulation and population control to military experiments and even more outlandish claims. Believers often cite various symptoms as evidence, claiming to suffer health problems from exposure to these alleged chemicals. Headaches, respiratory issues, and even neurological disorders are attributed to chemtrails. The internet is awash with anecdotal accounts, grainy images, and dubious scientific data presented as proof of this clandestine operation. But how much of this is grounded in reality? While the idea of secret government programs might seem intriguing, it's crucial to separate speculation from fact. The burden of proof lies on those making the claims, and in the case of chemtrails, that proof remains elusive. The scientific community, after extensive research and analysis, has found no credible evidence to support the existence of any such program. The science of contrails, a clearer picture. Contrails are streaks of condensed water vapor created by aircraft at high altitudes. They form when hot exhaust mixes with cold air, similar to breathing out on a cold day. Their persistence depends on humidity and temperature. In humid conditions, they can linger and spread out. Contrails are made of water vapor and ice crystals, not harmful chemicals. Distrusting the skies, the allure of conspiracy. If science explains contrails, why do chemtrails persist? Distrust in authority and fear of the unknown. Conspiracy theories offer control and simple explanations. They provide a narrative, even if flawed. Distrust in institutions fuels them. People seek alternative explanations. When belief trumps evidence, the chemtrail case. The chemtrail theory, with its claims of secret government programs and hidden agendas, taps into this deep-seated distrust. It offers a simple, albeit unsettling explanation for a phenomenon that many people don't fully understand. The lack of scientific literacy among the general public further exacerbates the problem. Without a basic understanding of atmospheric science, it's easy to see how someone might find the chemtrail theory convincing. The internet, with its echo chambers and misinformation, only amplifies these beliefs. Social media platforms, while powerful tools for communication, can also be breeding grounds for conspiracy theories. Algorithms designed to show users content they're likely to engage with create filter bubbles, reinforcing existing beliefs and limiting exposure to alternative viewpoints. The chemtrail theory, despite its lack of scientific basis, has gained significant traction online. Websites and forums dedicated to the theory are filled with anecdotal accounts, manipulated images, and pseudoscientific jargon, all presented as evidence. This misinformation can be incredibly persuasive, especially to those already predisposed to conspiratorial thinking. Seeds of doubt, the environmental impact. While the chemtrail theory itself lacks credibility, it highlights a genuine concern, the impact of human activities on the environment. The fear and anxiety surrounding chemtrails, misplaced though they may be, stem from a legitimate awareness of the environmental damage caused by pollution and climate change. Ironically, the focus on this unfounded conspiracy theory distracts from real and pressing environmental issues. While people are busy debating the existence of chemtrails, actual pollutants from industrial emissions, vehicle exhaust, and agricultural practices continue to contaminate our air and water. These pollutants have a demonstrably negative impact on human health and the environment, yet they receive far less attention than the specter of chemtrails. The energy and resources devoted to promoting and debunking the chemtrail theory could be better spent addressing genuine environmental threats. Instead of looking for evidence of shadowy government programs, we should be demanding accountability from corporations that pollute our planet and pushing for policies that promote sustainability and environmental justice. The real peril: ignoring genuine threats. The danger of conspiracy theories like chemtrails lies not only in their potential to mislead and misinform, but also in their ability to divert attention and resources away from real problems. While it's important to acknowledge and address people's fears and anxieties, it's equally crucial to ground our understanding of the world in evidence-based information. Climate change, for instance, poses a significant threat to our planet, yet it often gets sidelined by sensationalized conspiracy theories. The scientific consensus on climate change is overwhelming, yet misinformation and denial continue to hinder efforts to address this urgent issue. The focus on chemtrails, while understandable given the fear it evokes, ultimately detracts from the fight against real environmental threats. Instead of getting caught up in unfounded theories, we need to channel our energy towards advocating for change, supporting sustainable practices, and holding those in power accountable for their actions. We need to be critical consumers of information, questioning what we read and see, and seeking out evidence-based sources. Critical thinking in the age of misinformation. The internet, while a valuable tool for information sharing, has also become a breeding ground for misinformation and conspiracy theories. In this age of information overload, it's more important than ever to develop critical thinking skills and learn how to discern fact from fiction. Critical thinking involves questioning assumptions, evaluating evidence, and considering multiple perspectives. It requires us to be skeptical of information that confirms our existing biases, and to be open to changing our minds when presented with new evidence. In the context of conspiracy theories like chemtrails, critical thinking involves asking questions about the source of information, the motives of those promoting the theory, and the evidence presented to support it. It also means being aware of our own biases. We all have preconceived notions and beliefs that can influence how we interpret information. Recognizing these biases and actively seeking out diverse viewpoints can help us develop a more nuanced and accurate understanding of the world. Conclusion: looking up, thinking clearly. The next time you look up and see those white lines crisscrossing the sky, remember that there's more to the story than meets the eye. While the chemtrail conspiracy theory might seem intriguing, it's essential to approach such claims with a critical and informed perspective. The science behind contrails is well established, and there's no credible evidence to support the existence of any secret government program to spray chemicals into the atmosphere. However, the fear and anxiety surrounding chemtrails highlight a legitimate concern: the impact of human activities on the environment. Instead of getting bogged down in unfounded conspiracy theories, we need to focus our attention on addressing real and pressing environmental threats, like climate change and pollution. We need to be critical consumers of information, questioning what we read and see, and grounding our understanding of the world in evidence-based reasoning. Only then can we effectively address the challenges facing our planet and create a more sustainable and just future for all.